Hello, this is C-Dub with PianoClubhouse.com, and today I'm going to show you My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. It's going to be in the key of, it's going to start in the key of E. Okay, so for the intro, I'm just going to move around these chords. So I have E in my left hand, and in my right I have B, E, and A flat. Okay. Then I have B, E flat, and G flat in both hands. Okay, so same thing, I have A, D flat, and E in both hands. Okay? And move back up to the B major, back to the E. So you just kind of alternate between those three chords in that pattern for the intro. So, starting into the first verse, that every night in my dreams you just play basically the same thing. Now you're going to change to, okay, so you're going to go from the E to the B, then back to the E. Okay, so it's just down. To the E, to the B, to the A chord, and you can make the A sus right there, then start it over. Far across the distance, to E, B, E. The near, so you have C sharp or D flat and E in your left hand, and you have A flat, D flat, and E in your right. Back to the B, back to the A, to the B, D flat again. I like to put this. Okay, so you got near. Okay, I'm doing A flat, E flat in my left hand, A flat, B, and E flat in my right. Okay, then I have G flat and D flat in my left hand, G flat, A, and D flat in my right. Okay, let's start the same sequence. Same chords. To the E. Okay, so I mean, this song basically has a lot of the same chords, just playing different patterns. So you know, once you get the chords, you just figure out what pattern goes for the verse and what pattern goes for the chorus. So after coming out of the second chorus, you have A flat, G flat. You can do this chord. So right there I just have an A flat and G flat in my left hand. I have B, E flat, and G flat in my right. Back to the A. Once again, that's A and E in your left hand, A, D flat, and E in your right. Coming out of the second verse, instead of going to the 1, back to the E, you're gonna go to the D flat. Alright, so you're gonna go D flat. This chord right here, I'm doing D flat and G flat. D flat and A flat, my left hand, and D flat, E flat, and A flat in my right. Back to the B major, back to the A, back to the B, D flat minor, B, and this is where the modulation is going to come. We're going to go to that A flat we did earlier, and the G flat minor. Okay, and then we're gonna do F minor. Alright, and it seems weird because, they're not, it seems like, most people when they modulate, they would go from like E to F, but she's going from E to A flat. Okay, so that's what I like about that transition. It's like one of the smoothest transitions to another key to me. I just love it. So coming out of that, now we're in A flat. So we have, so that's F and C in your left hand. I got F, A flat, C, and F in my right hand. Okay, I got E flat, B flat, and E flat in my left hand. G, B flat, E flat, and G in my right. Okay. D flat, E flat, and D flat in my left hand. F, A flat, and D flat. I can take off that F right there. Alright. Back to E flat. Back to the F minor. Back to the E flat. Back to the D flat. Okay, so it's the same chords again. So once again, coming out of before the modulation. Modulation. To the F minor. To E flat. E flat. Again. This time to the A flat. Okay. Alright, so basically, that's the whole song. Now, coming out of that, if you want to do a little outro, you can just kind of stay on the F. Back to E flat, kind of keep just like the part in between the chorus and the bridge. The chorus and the modulation. I think they do something like a something else you can do right there. So on an A flat, flat in your left, and then A flat, C, and E flat in your right. You keep your left hand the same, and you just move 2 notes basically in your right. So you have that, and then you want to move to G and B flat and E flat, and then F, A flat, and E flat. So like that. Okay, there I just added the B flat with that chord. Just add that right there. Alright, there you have it. My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. This is C-Dub with PianoClubhouse.com.